Hey everyone, welcome to Collector Chatter. This is episode 52. I am your host Miguel here, my co-host Charlie. And in today's episode, like always, we're going to cover some great Funko news, a bunch of drops, a lot of announcements, including some changing of the leadership of Funko, which will be interesting to get into. And we, of course, have a special guest. Trae is going to be joining us, part of the Collector Council. So we'll be talking a bunch of stuff Funko related.
All right. And with all that being said, whether you're listening on the podcast platforms or YouTube, thank you so much for your support. We couldn't do this without you. So if you're on Spotify, Apple, any of those, make sure you're following our podcast. And then if you're on the YouTube channel, please subscribe if you haven't already. We really appreciate it. And like those videos, comment, and hit that notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out. All right. With that being said, let's chat.
Welcome back, everyone. So, like I said in that intro, this is going to be an awesome episode because we do have Trae again. Welcome back. Love
Welcome
having you
back.
on as always.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. Anytime this collector council, we love to call it when we get it together, it's always great. If you guys didn't notice, on the thumbnail, actually, we do feature a new version of our little collector council logo. We threw in Trae there, just specifically so you guys can see that. It's pretty cool. Of course, we still have our holiday themed. I switched it up, by the way, to fit the three of us now. I did a new little overlay. It'll be holiday. You guys will check out, which is pretty cool. But yeah, let's get into some news. A lot of stuff Funko related, a lot of drops, a lot of announcements. Some amazing NFTs were announced, some crazy changes going on with Funko and their upper management and all that kind of stuff. And then later in the episode, after we talk about all the news and everything, we're going to open up some of the mystery boxes for the GameStop Mando boxes that came out. We all kind of got some and haven't opened them yet. Figured let's just do it on the episode. So that'd be pretty cool. But we could start off with some news. If you want to, pick something out that you were kind of excited for, Charlie, you usually start us off always. So something that kind of stuck out.
I mean, the big thing, which we kind of had the rumors are, but then we officially have the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania pops. One thing that I really love off the bat about this set is it's not huge for Marvel. It's just the core characters in the beginning. I'm sure Migs will throw up some
kind of.
Well, yeah. Like, do we want I know this picture's kind of all over the internet, but like some people may not want to be spoiled. So I don't know if I will say everything, but what I guess I'm saying, there's 4 pops, one of them I won't say. But then the other 3 is it's Ant-Man, the Wasp, which she has a chase, which I think is awesome. One with the helmet on, one without. And then we have Kang, which I'm sure we'll probably get another version of him as well. This is his look, where he kind of just looks like a normal person, where you can totally see in the trailer. You saw 2 different looks of him. One of his iconic look, which I'm sure he'll look like mostly, and then this one. And yeah, I'm not going to talk about the other one, but I'm excited for these, and I do think it's strange that other pop was immediately announced. And then we kind of joked like, oh, they're probably going to show it in the trailer. They just recently at the Brazil Comic-Con, they had another, it was kind of like more of a featurette where they did a little bit more footage. Wasn't in it. So will they be in the final trailer? Who knows? But yeah, I'm excited for these pops. And I obviously, as a Marvel collector, and I do think it's nice that it's not like a huge line like Thor Love and Thunder, for example. So, what did you guys think?
I think they look cool, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm just surprised they didn't add like Hank Pym and Janet, which is very odd. But then again, the other set, the Ant-Man and Wasp, they had them, and I don't think really people
no one wanted them.
Yeah, nobody wanted them, which I thought was kind of odd. But I'm surprised Ant-Man doesn't have a chase either. I mean, why do it for just the Wasp? But
that is interesting. There's no way we won't get a one without him with his helmet on. Maybe it'll be the collector core Funko.
Maybe, or a damaged,
Yes,
battled one. That'd be cool.
because I find it weird we don't actually have a pop of his daughter, who is clearly one of the. I mean, she is a main character / star of this movie to the point they recasted the role because they wanted a lead actress.
I was gonna actually ask you. So is that I initially thought it's because she was like older, but you think it was literally just because
No,
of the actress?
because they casted the older version of her was in Endgame.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
I
they
mean,
went up to 5 years
yeah,
during the snap.
Yeah, yeah.
they. I don't think they ever really want to admit this, especially to insult the woman who played her in Endgame. But the person who's now playing his daughter, she's a very hot up and coming actress in Hollywood. That's why they recasted her.
Yeah.
Because she'll probably be on the Young Avengers and like is a huge new part of like the MCU.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
It does.
But yeah, my take on the line, like you said, it's cool that it's not as big. It's kind of more selective. It's just interesting because, like we said, obviously we're kind of keeping out the whole like spoiler of the fact that, I mean, like I said, it's Funko already officially announced this
Yeah, they did,
pop,
which
so
is
it's
so
not even like a
weird.
leak. So this is like legit official. So at this point, I feel like you probably all know who it is, but either way, um, interesting to see. Yeah, and I still think that the trailer is gonna probably show this character anyways, I would think.
You would think.
But maybe like a quick glimpse or something that just kind of teases you a bit, but that you know of. But overall, yeah, it's great. The Kang, I think, is gonna have a few versions of him. I'm sure we'll see more. We'll definitely see more Ant-Man ones. Maybe we'll get more specific to a certain scene or battle or something, and maybe their outfits or something that happen to be different. But overall, it's definitely, I mean, we knew it was coming, this line, and I'm sure there'll be more waves like going forward, but at least we're not getting like bombarded with a bunch of them before the movie comes out. Enough for us to like watch the movie and then want to go get some of the pops type of thing. So I think, in that aspect, it's not terrible, but I do like the line. I think it's pretty cool. For me, I would say one of the big things that was announced was, and I'm so into the show right at the moment, and it is Wednesday, which is a Netflix show, of course. Wednesday Addams, Jenna Ortega is playing the character, which is pretty sweet. But there's like a Diamond Hot Topic exclusive was announced.
Yeah,
and it's kind of funny because the original line was announced, I think maybe 2 or so pops a little while back, but it was like kind of before the show's out or like right when it first came out. No, it was actually, I think they dropped that before the show came out, if I'm
they
not
did.
mistaken.
I think they announced I could be wrong, but I think they may have been on the screen at Fright Night, like when they were.
It could have been, because it was a while ago. I do remember, like seeing them, but I wasn't like so like, I didn't know how I was gonna feel about the show. Me and Charlie had a conversation prior, and we were not hearing the best things about the show, and like, for whatever reason. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, I love the show. I think it's like great.
I saw the first 2 episodes yesterday, and they were pretty good. I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
this is
I agree.
actually.
It's been a great,
I'm very hooked.
very pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
To the point where I saw the pops and I'm like, I would never want this. Now I'm like, I kind of want one.
Dude, I want one. That's exactly what I was saying. And I almost was like, I don't know if I want the diamond one though, because I'm not a big diamond pop fan. Like, I think they're a little too much, but I have to have one of Wednesday, like of this version of her, because I love the actress. I love her. I think what she's done is amazing. Tim Burton's freaking awesome. And like, I think what he did with this is perfect. And like, and I know me and Charlie, I think you may have as well, Trae, but I mean, Charlie are also Harry Potter fans, and I feel like it's got that esque into it, and it's kind of cool.
Yes,
but it's also like quirky, and I like the whole like, it's almost like a high school. Like those kind of shows are funny. Like you're more, because you can relate to a lot of them too. But it's cool. But yeah, that pop's obviously being announced from Hot Topic. Hot Topic loves doing Diamond exclusives. They pretty much do it all the time. But it's interesting to see like where it's gonna go, because the show is very popular, and we already saw this with shows like Squid Games that Netflix, and they blew up, and people like went crazy for when those pops were out. So we'll see if these will get more. I mean, there's so many other characters they can do.
I hope they get more.
It's interesting that they haven't done.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I think they came out of the gate with 3 or 4
like
different
3
versions.
Wednesdays, yeah.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, it's a cool one. What do you got, Trae?
So surprisingly, I don't like a lot of DC stuff, but I was actually
oh, you're gonna pick, go.
yeah, the composite Superman. I actually like that one. I actually pre-ordered it. I don't like it ordering from Entertainment Earth, but
Wow.
that one
Wow.
looks really cool, and I was like, I had to get it. So
Yeah.
I like it. The colors. It would be cool if it glowed in the dark, but
Yeah.
no, missed opportunities like always.
Yeah. It's definitely cool. It's kind of like more of the old school, like Batman and everything. So, like for those of you listening, obviously it's basically a split down the middle. One
Yeah.
half is Spider-Man, one half is Batman. Which is
Superman.
it's pretty
Superman.
wow, what did I just say?
Spider-
Spider-Man and Batman.
Uh,
Superman. Wow, that'd be even cooler. They should do a Spider-Man Batman.
James Gunn's gonna make that happen.
Superman. Yeah. Superman and Batman. Wow, that was way off. I wasn't looking at it. I was just thinking about it. And for some reason I thought about Spider-Man.
I think that pop is
But
straight
yes.
fire too. Like
Yeah.
I think
But
it's
it's so
super
cool. It's definitely cool. It's interesting, and it's like they've done with Batman, they've done a split one where there's robot, like the robot one, the animated Batman version where it's like a robot side and then the regular Batman the other side. So it's kind of like
I
similar
think
to
that
what
one
they
had a
did.
chase too, right?
Yeah, where it was
It
the
did.
whole head was like
Yes.
robotic.
Okay, yeah.
But this one's cool that it's like literally a completely different main character
Yeah.
of Superman, and then
I think that's what it was for me. Like,
but
I
it's
just
called
thought it looked
Composite
cool.
Superman, right? Like that's the
Yeah,
actual
composite
name.
Superman. Yeah.
Okay, which is interesting because I don't know if this is just made up, right? It's not like a comic thing, right?
I think so. Everyone, if we're wrong, let us know in the comments. But
Yeah.
I think it's just a cool design. So I did think it was interesting that was the name of the pop.
Yeah, which is like they picked Superman, but yeah, definitely cool. I agree. Awesome looking pop.
But keep the DC train going. Like we finally closed out that Target line of the Justice League, and it ended with Martian Manhunter, which I love this pop. I think it's super cool. I wish I had the OG Martian Manhunter pop. This one is just I'm gonna get it for my collection. Like they don't make many pops of him, and I really like this one. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. You just really have that like really OG one mostly. And then they did come out with a soda. Which is interesting. They did have a soda, which is cool. But I agree. It's definitely the line is good. Like it's a pretty cool line because I remember when the first versions of this kind of style was like the Star Wars 4 that they came out with, remember?
Yep.
And then now they announced this one, and I'm like, they look really cool. Like I love the boxes. I've always said this. I love the boxes. I love the whole like the colors and everything. That line's pretty big though with DC. Like they really went heavy. I think they did like 6 or 7 different ones.
Yeah, they did.
Because it was the Aquaman that was just recently coming out, and then now obviously Martian Manhunter. I don't know if you saw like on Dish. Interesting because I don't remember them announcing this, but there's a bunch more Star Wars ones coming out as well.
Yeah,
Did you see that? There's like a Ben Kenobi, and then there's
Kenobi, R2D2. I actually just got the Emperor.
The Emperor one looks super cool.
Sick. It's awesome.
I saw that in the background of a picture. I think Dish Trackers was talking about something being posted. Something was out.
That
and
one's
I saw that,
like
and I was
showing
like, wait, I
up
didn't even
at
know that was there.
stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came up with 4 more. I'm trying to remember who the other one was.
Because they're Target, right? They're all like Target
again.
exclusives.
Yep.
Yeah. So those are definitely pretty cool. In terms of like a new line, I guess you could say. It reminds me of the blacklight because the box looks like it should be blacklight, and they look like they should glow, but they don't.
But they don't.
It's kind of like
no
the cheaper version. Yeah, it's like the bootleg ones.
Completely agree.
Yeah, so funny. Then we also had some more soda news and stuff. So obviously the Colette soda like officially now has a date, which is the one from Ratatouille. December 11th is when that's dated. So we're like slowly getting some more of the still piece count sodas. So we'll see if we start getting more of the ones that don't have that, but who knows. But yeah, that one, and then the other soda I was gonna say was the Elvira. The Entertainment Earth one, I believe I think it's a pre-order. I don't know if it like officially dropped because Entertainment is pretty much all, like,
it's just
pre-orders.
a pre-order, but it is exclusive to them.
It's exclusive to them though, yeah. So pre-order of that one, which I think the chase, I think is like diamond, right, or something like that. But
it's got a different
cool
outfit, and she's holding a heart. It's actually
yeah.
It's a straight up like different soda, which I like it. So the chase is pretty cool.
Yeah, someone's not bad. Let's see what else we had. There was also, like, just to kind of stick with DC, there was also the Shazam announcement was like officially made. Those are not going to be coming out, I think, till like next month.
No.
So when's that movie come out? Do you know, Charlie? Is that like
it's been moved?
Gotta be
so
pretty
many
soon,
times,
right? Oh, it's been moved.
Yeah, I think it's like spring.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
It's pushed back. So, but that was like a big wave, supposedly. That's the picture that we saw that leak.
March 17th.
Okay.
When it comes out.
Oh, okay, March. Cool.
And I think this is like one of those scenarios where the movie has been changed so many times, like they were already in production for the pops.
Yeah.
Which is probably why we already
makes sense. So now we got a huge line, yeah. And it happens a lot with these damn DC movies that, like, I don't know. I'm hoping James Gunn does something that fixes a lot of this crap. Because some of this is just not fun. And I love DC, man. It's sad.
Yeah, that movie's
that could be a whole nother, conversation. But what else?
I mean, you got something to try? Go.
The Two-Face soda has official
yeah.
drop date, December 16th.
Yeah. Well, there's a few pops in
Hot
that. That's
Topic
like there's an expo.
Yeah, Hot Topic Expo.
It's so random.
Which is weird. But I love the stickers. Not gonna lie. The whole little sticker
is cool.
thing they got.
And it's also still have a piece count, so that's cool as well.
Oh yeah, 3,000, right? Or something. Usually with some of the...
It's so funny.
Oh, the soda, yeah. Some of the pops have like a piece count.
That soda, like, I want it, love the character, but man, I feel like I know I'm always shitting on chases. It should have just been Harvey Dent, a version of Harvey Dent.
What is the actual chase? I don't think I've seen it.
I think it's Diamond.
Come on,
like something like
not
that.
like a regular version.
Like that. Like, I don't want.
The picture I saw was just a can, so I didn't.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I saw, but I think you might be right, Charlie. Where it's actually
just like what. That is so easy. Just change the head. I mean,
yeah, just make it all. Yeah, that would have been a lot better.
Yeah, I don't know. They were missing on the
Hot Topic Expo is. I mean, I think some of the pops have been pretty good. One that, like, I'm pretty excited for is the Winnie the Pooh one. Christopher Robin does not have a Funko Pop, so this will be the first Christopher Robin Funko Pop.
I thought there was one.
I'm pretty sure pretty sure there isn't. So, everyone let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I do think it's the first one ever. So
it's a moment too, right?
It's a moment. But it's super cool. Especially if you're a Winnie the Pooh fan.
Yeah, it's cute. And then, like, there's a few like moment deluxe style, because then there's another Stitch in part of this as well, where he's in like a bathtub.
Yep.
The Stitch line is obviously enormous, but they can always just continue to put him in anything or change it up and come out with another pop. But yeah, this Hot Topic Expo is kind of interesting. So there's those, like Trae said, the Two-Face soda. There's a Blink-182, another 3-pack that we're getting.
I think they have like the blurry, like the J.
Yeah, they're running. Yeah, they're running,
which is hilarious.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
It is funny that they did that one. It's interesting because it almost makes you feel like they probably should have only did that one. Now that I think about it, because that's like the more unique, cool, rather than just the 3 of them.
Yeah,
but like 100%. The one I ended up ordered. But it's cool. It's funny.
It's funny, but like I said this last episode, I don't know, Trae, if you were a Blink-182 fan, like, they're only doing this album. This is now 3 pops of the same album.
Yeah.
Same music video.
Yep.
Yeah, literally the same video.
Get it.
Well, okay, so Charlie, one thing real quick is afterwards after we had the episode and we were talking about the deluxe album.
Yeah.
And you were like, how it's all the same, and they just changed Travis. Like, it's literally 2 completely different Travises though. One with hair and one is bald.
Yeah,
so it's like a different time of Travis, like
which
because
is
Travis has gone through
wrong.
different things. Yeah, so that's what I know. I found that interesting afterwards. I was like, how the hell did they have him bald and him with the hair, and they're very different Travises. They shouldn't have been the same. So it was interesting that
I
they're
didn't
doing a
even
bunch of
notice
things.
that, but yeah,
Yeah, I
he
noticed that
shouldn't.
afterwards.
Yeah, that's a huge error if you're
Yeah.
by Funko, and I'm happy you bring that up because we've always said those pops are kind of niche, especially for like the fan and the person they may be trying to go after and be like, no, he didn't even look like this when this album came
Yeah.
out.
I actually have a friend, a really close friend, that was super excited for the original ones. And then when he saw these new ones, he was like, I don't think I'm gonna get those. And he's a big Blink 182 fan. So he was like, man, I have to get them. And then when he saw those, he was like, I don't think that no. I'm like,
Yeah,
it
that's bad.
is a weird one because it's like we talked about it before, like it's the first time they're coming out with Blink stuff, but like it is weird that they're just repeating the same, video, song, album, whatever it may be. But like, there's plenty of other, like we did have a Travis initially,
Yep.
a solo one,
And a Mark.
but like
and a
now that they're
Mark,
doing
yeah.
Blink, yeah, and there was a Mark, and now that we're getting like the whole Blink one, it's like at least get them like there's so many different videos they could pull from,
So many.
and different outfits and different like things, album, but whatever. We also had in that, just to finish up that expo thing you guys were talking about. So Robert Smith is one of him, Cure.
Yep.
There looks like there was two different ones of him that are going to be coming out. It's like a regular one, and then there's like one of those metallic silver ugly things that Hot Topic does, 3,000 piece.
Yeah.
Which people go after just because it's a 3,000 piece, but it's the most hideous looking pops
Ever.
honestly. Hate them. And then the last one is a Devil Kurumi. I don't know. It's obviously like an anime, I think, but
Yeah.
I just know it was on the list. I have no idea much about that one. And then I did want to bring this one up because I don't know if Trae. Well, I think you say your daughter's a fan, and I don't know if you somewhat are, but Demon Slayer.
Yes,
They
the
did they
Nezuko.
did have yeah. So there's like a 4-pack that was also like which was pretty cool because it was a Crunchyroll exclusive, which I thought was
Yeah.
kind of cool because that's obviously one of like the main ways to watch like a channel or subscription type thing.
Yeah.
So it's cool that they have like a multi-pack of that. And then there's been some My Hero multi-packs that also dropped. I think it was an exclusive. So you probably know a little bit more about some of those, but
yeah, the 4-pack I did not pick up because I think they're all pretty much like the comments, what they've been
yeah, it's
doing
just
with
put
all the
together,
4-pack.
right?
Yeah, but even though they did release that metallic Nezuko, I did get that one. That one did look cool just because of that paint job actually looks really good.
Yeah.
So
Nah,
that
they
if
they
I don't know
kill
when it's
those
gonna come
pops,
in
the
though.
details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when it comes in. Hopefully maybe before Christmas because that would be cool to actually give her
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Nice. Yeah, so I think that was the end of those the expo stuff, and then the other thing. But I know we have NFT talk. Was there any other pops or anything that?
Yeah, I mean, no, I feel like the news is kind of weak. The only other thing
Yeah, it wasn't
was
crazy. Well, that was a collector core box, right?
that's what I was just
That's
gonna
like in
bring
that.
up.
Yeah.
So that actually is in people's hands. I actually already got mine. It's like the quickest I've ever gotten it. It's like I feel like every month I get an email, or not every month, whenever they come out, it's like, oh, this is like delayed. You're not gonna
Delayed.
get it.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty good one. The pot. I mean, I don't know if we want to like at this point. I mean, do we care about spoiling, Black Panther? So, yeah, if we got one of Okoye with her kind of normal look, which we didn't get a pop of that in the common line, which I'm like, okay, whatever. But then we got Black Panther Shuri with her mask off, which in like a pose when she like lands.
Yeah.
I think that pop's sweet. So I don't feel like that box has been that great as of late. So I was pretty excited for that. And going off that, the next one is No Way Home.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking, ooh, could we get a Toby pop in that? And everything we said was wrong because they were actually gonna make the collector core box special. Probably not, but I'm just trying to think like we
would
also
be cooler, yeah, but
we
I don't
also
know.
a pop we didn't get that it's funny we haven't talked about this in any of our recent episodes when we talking about it. That was rumored was a Matt Murdock one. him catching a brick.
Oh yeah, that
So
was a
could
rumored one.
that
Maybe
be in the
that's in it.
collector
That would
core?
be sick if that's
That would
in the
be
box.
sweet, because like that's a pop we all want, and an Aunt May pop. Where's
which we
that?
still don't have from any of the newer versions of her, right? Maybe she just doesn't
No,
want
it
her
was
likeness.
rumored.
Oh, there was a rumor.
Pop
So,
news.
and most of the time they're pretty right. Eventually,
Yeah.
usually. So it'd be
So-
interesting. Maybe so. Damn, that'd be crazy if those were the two pops that were in that box. That'd be a pretty
That'd be a
epic
good box.
because they honestly, like you said, these boxes have definitely been underwhelming overall. Like just where you're just getting super basic pop with a sticker and maybe one little thing has changed, and it's just kind of like, it's not
I
worth it.
remember
Like
the last time I was excited for one. Like,
yeah, I was thinking the same thing a long time ago. They were really exciting, and even some of those ones, I know there's a Captain America one that was
They have
super
good
sick
value.
that has crazy value, and it was like because it was
Yeah.
a really good sought after pop. But
Yeah.
now they just become kind of just like another common, basically, just with a sticker on it.
But if you're a No Way Home fan and you're not a subscriber to the Collector Core, you can just get individual boxes or subscribe and cancel. I would recommend getting
This
it.
is when you get it. Yeah.
And if you don't want it, you can always just send it back to Amazon. They'll take it back.
I don't have the subscription anymore. I think I kind of told you what happened, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Trae, if you had, I think I might have said it on an episode at one point, but basically with me is that I had a certain size shirt and I changed. I was wearing different size. And for whatever reason, I think it's stuck on Siri right now. What's going on over here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Because I can't hear you. Hold on a second. Why the hell is Siri on right now?
Because I said Shuri.
Oh shit.
Shuri. Is it activated
Siri.
whenever you say?
All right.
That's funny.
Could not hear you guys. Could you hear me the whole time?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I could not hear you guys, and it was like Siri was like bugging out on my laptop.
That's amazing.
Okay. Anyways, so I had changed sizes. I think I had gone down, like lost weight and went down a size, and I wanted to change my size. And there's no way of just editing your subscription. You have to cancel your subscription and then redo it. And then when I went to go to redo it, there was no sizes or no boxes that I could order. So then I was like, fuck these guys. I'm like, I'm not even getting them anymore. And then I stopped and they kind of started getting lame anyways for a little while. But now I think I want to get it again because that No Way Home one seems pretty cool.
Yeah, that No Way Home one is pretty cool. So hopefully.
Yeah,
I used to.
January.
I had the same problem too because I didn't have your problem. I actually went up a size. So I was like, because the mediums, like I fit in mediums, but it just depends on the shirt. So then when I got the collector core box and I was like, oh, medium, and I was like, this is a little snug. I was like, maybe I can wear it once.
Funko's been making their shirts, I feel like, cheaper and smaller.
Definitely smaller and tighter, yeah. Because they used to be much more.
They were more wider,
lenient to moving and like.
Yeah, I have shirts that are smaller size that are bigger than a bigger size, which is insane.
Oh yeah, so it's getting bad. And even the ones that you buy directly through Funko, like for an event or when they just put it out, not even just these boxes. Yeah, it's so up or down. Like it's kind of weird. You don't know which one you're gonna get. But we do have some NFT news, obviously, that we want to get into, which we're super excited for. Just like a quick thing on the NFT front before we get into the main drop that's going to be coming out. The DC Series 1 is now shipping out. So if you did get those are supposed to be coming finally on the way. We know that there's been a pretty big ridiculous hold up on a lot of these ones. Like I'm still waiting for the damn Nickelodeon one.
Yeah,
I think
you're gonna get it
ever redeemable, and I'm like still waiting for it. But yeah, those finally came out. But this new one definitely's got us pretty well. It's I don't know if Trae is like as hardcore as me and Charlie are on about this movie or this line, but definitely excited about it. I do think it's interesting because I was thinking to myself, literally maybe the day before we saw these drop, I was like, why isn't there any new NFTs coming out? Like it felt like there was a huge gap. We were getting them every other week. And I'm like, they got to come out with something. And me and Charlie obviously went in depth on like how holiday needs to be something. Christmas is coming around. We thought we would get like the Halloween style where it was a Freddy themed holiday, Christmas, whatever. But instead, they went with a movie. And we did bring this up before, but they really are riding the Warner Brothers line because this is another Warner Brothers movie. And it is, of course, Elf, which an amazing Christmas movie. I love it. I think it's hilarious. It's amazing. My daughter's now been getting into it, which is great. My wife loves the movie. I think even I've seen like in rankings and people that rate it, like it's pretty high up as one of the best of all time, honestly, which is great. But we're getting it in NFTs. And I think what's amazing is that it's like literally like you see these NFTs and you know the characters are like perfect.
Yeah.
Like I think this is one of the best like redeemable from top to bottom that we've had in a long time. Like there's been some that we love one or two, but I feel like every single one I liked. And you guys agree?
I agree. And the Freddy is awesome. Like
yeah. Which that's so perfect, man. But I love now, granted, when you get the pop, it's a little different, but I love the backgrounds of all of these and everything that they did with them. It's
They're
like
great.
if you know the movie, it's perfect. And like we can like run through, you know, some of them. Charlie, you can go through if you want to read. I mean, let people know exactly what the legendaries are.
Yeah. So one is, you know, Buddy eating like the spaghetti with like the syrup and everything. I like that one's awesome. Like I love that one. One is of Ming Ming, and he's, you know, just wearing his like elf outfit, which I don't think there is a pop of him.
I was actually, before you get into all the other ones, what pops do they have in this line? Is there like a Buddy, I'm assuming, right? Or because I don't remember seeing many of these.
There's tons of Buddies. They kind of, when they came out with elf pops, they treated Buddy like how they treat like Stitch.
Just made them in like a bunch of versions.
Everything.
Yeah. But ironically, like I think one of the most iconic parts of this movie was him eating that spaghetti. And the fact that they didn't make a pop of that, I'm happy to
that's why these hit perfectly to like the movie and the scenes.
I think he is, I mean, he's the only one. I don't think there's so we're getting Leon the Snowman, which that one's awesome. There's definitely not one of him. We're getting another Buddy, which that's my only issue with this as the Grail. Like, could have got another character, like one of the Misfit toys or whatever. That a lot of them were just featured now in that huge movie moments. Like the movie theater one,
which that's another thing that just recently came out.
Jovi, we're getting, and she has a pop. I just think it's a different outfit, but I'm cool with that. Like that's totally fine. And then we're getting Freddy Funko as Buddy, which is, I mean, straight fire. Like that one's amazing because
and like him, he's in front of the escalator, which obviously we know exactly what happens there. He's holding onto the syrup, the maple syrup, which we obviously know that. So it's like they just did such cool, because even honestly, the Buddy the Elf Grail one, it's still at least it's a cool, like it's him on the ice.
It's still awesome.
He's got the love them all. That little bird. So like so it's, but the spaghetti one is definitely like amazing. It actually is hilarious.
The Grail.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm glad it's not, because it'd be easier to get. Trae might know a little bit more about this because I know Charlie's not the biggest anime fan, but that's literally like the Goku eating noodles, Gohan eating noodles. Like when they do those, it's Buddy the Elf. Dude. It's literally the same style, like while he's eating the noodles. It's funny that they did that.
Good, yeah.
But I agree. I love this line. Trae, what are your thoughts?
I like the line as well. I'll definitely go after them. I kind of want to, after seeing it, I was like, man, I kind of want to go buy that big, what is it? That new big displays that they have. Like after seeing the NFTs, I was like, man, now I'm going to have to go get that. And I'm like,
I got the Home Alone one and it's awesome.
It looks really good.
I wanted the Elf one too, but I'm like, I only picked, I mean, I even love the Christmas Vacation one, but I'm like, I can only get one. And like, as much as I actually love Elf, like Home Alone is like my favorite.
Yeah.
And that, honestly, not to get off topic, that pop is so impressive. I mean, it is legitimately, this is a true build a scene. I mean, it is so interactive. The pictures are on the wall of the McAllister family are up there and they're like pop form. There's actually a string in the like little display of him like throwing the stuff down. at the bandits. It's legit.
Yeah, it
That's
looks
awesome.
really
Funko
good.
stepped up their game on that.
Yes.
Yeah, which is cool. It makes it. I was trying to think of it when we were talking about it the last episode when they were like announcing it, but it reminds you of like when you used to make, what's that word? We used to make those things in
Like
school.
a diorama?
Like a diorama, yeah, like a box, and you put a little scene
Yeah.
in there. That's literally like essentially what they did. But yeah, but it's cool that there's detail to it, and it's like, and it's got multiple pops and multiple characters and stuff. But yeah, this NFT line, just to get back to this. So December 13th is the drop, which will be next week. Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna go out pretty well. I don't want to go crazy after it, but I'm gonna definitely try because I for sure want a lot of these. I want that noodles one. That thing is so sick.
I want
It's
that
so
too.
cool, so fire. But the royalty looks amazing too. So we'll see. Hopefully, we can all get some packs, and like we always do, we obviously post videos of us opening them up. So definitely make sure you check those out. Let us know your thoughts. If you are an NFT collector, like, are you excited about this line? And what should they do next? Because Warner Brothers is definitely where they're really just riding the wave of those ones. So we might just continue to get more properties and movies from Warner Brothers. But I guess we'll see, and going to the new year, because this will probably be, I would assume, the last one for the year. I don't see them dropping another one, which would be right around Christmas if they did. So maybe they do another one
Because it comes out on the 13th.
like a Freddy related.
Yeah. I don't know, because
they're
they're usually every 2 weeks, if anything. They've never been back-to-back weeks. So
no.
Yeah, because then
they're really
week,
I think.
would have been
Sorry, go Trae.
Because then since they release on the 13th, and then 2 weeks from then would be the 27th, and then after that it's January. So
probably not.
So it could be that, but I don't. Yeah, I think they probably wait.
They miss a huge opportunity of doing Freddy's. Like,
I definitely agree.
I don't understand. It's funny because like we're obviously all huge Halloween fans here, but just as many or more people like Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because like more people celebrate Halloween and like there's other holidays around this time of year, but you could have just made it like a holiday Freddy, and it didn't just need to be like Christmas.
There's different other.
There's so many things you could have done. I don't get why
they did 2 series of Halloween.
Yeah,
so it wasn't even like it was just a one and done. Like, they
don't get it. And I also don't. I mean, obviously, I just said it myself. I'm super excited for Elf, but I kind of wish we got a WB Christmas or WB holiday, like we got WB horror.
Multiple movies. Yeah,
there's tons of different movies that they could have done, and like, so funny. The other day, I got served an ad for. I know Trae, you know what these are because you actually opened up one on one of your videos before, of like those little blind bag keychains. You open the Turtles one.
Mm-hmm.
They make a WB holiday version of them.
With different characters on
all different. Yes, and it's like I saw this and I'm like, oh my god, this could be an NFT line. And then legitimately, like the next day, they announced Elf, which is just funny because Elf obviously is WB. Which, once again, I don't care, but like we could have gone like just one of the redeemables would have been that buddy one that's eating spaghetti. That's awesome. Then we could have got it, a Christmas vacation. Like I'm just upset that like I guess I just love the holidays so much that they missed an opportunity.
It was more spread out, with more.
Or we could have gotten 2. Like we got the horror and we got the. I mean, I know horror can be any time of year, but it wasn't a coincidence that they did it on Halloween.
It was right during Halloween, during the month. Definitely could have. So interesting, but let us know your thoughts, because maybe some of you think the same way as Charles saying. Did you want something else, or what else should they have done? Because if they don't do it like on the 27th, which at that point is already past Christmas, so I don't see them doing that. We'll probably just get something random or new in the new year. But let's get into the news that it broke today, I think.
Wait.
Right?
Before we do that, I want to bring up one more thing. So today, if you're listening today, Drop is actually doing NFT drop today, which is a little different. It's not Funko related, but it's like profile picture NFTs, which is becoming like a new thing in the NFT space. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but within like the past week or so, Drop website updated, and like we all now have like profiles where it kind of shows all of your collections, how many legendaries you pulled, how many redemptions, grails, like all of that, and you have a profile picture. So what these NFTs are going to be, they're one-on-ones. There will only be one made, and they're gonna come in a mystery crate. You get one there. I think they're $10, and the NFT you pull can become your profile picture on your drop. They're like drop monsters, is what they're calling them.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool that they're trying to change things up, do a little bit, other things in the NFT community. It's not necessarily Funko related, but drop, Funko heavily is invested in that company. It's more or less their company. So it's just another thing they're doing. So that's happening today. And then obviously the following week will be the Elf NFT. So I wanted to bring that up. I'm curious if you guys have seen that. They're promoting it pretty hardcore.
Yeah, I did see it. I know when we talked before off air, I was a little confused because I thought the announcement was more like, hey, you can create a profile picture now and customize it different ways. But it's not. It's more like you have to purchase this NFT that's just happens to be covered, which is actually kind of cool, but it is a little different than I initially thought. I guess I didn't really look into it. But just a question on like how you purchase it or how it goes. So can anyone get it? Is there only a limited number that's going to be out there? Like, how's that?
They're limited. I think it's 10,000.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. It was
Okay.
like a
So,
relatively
okay. So then,
low.
and you're gonna go
damn,
through just like the drop website. It's all gonna be kind of like just like how we would get the Funko
like
NFTs.
opening up a pack. Yeah.
Yep. And they legitimately show it. It looks like it's like a crate
Yeah.
that you're gonna open it up and you're gonna get that one NFT. So
Interesting.
I'm gonna try to
It
go
looks
after
cool,
one.
but yeah.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Definitely cool that they're doing something a little different, interactive in a way, and kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, so then let's get into this news. I know you kind of mentioned Funko being involved in drop, and that's pretty much part of Funko. So this kind of has to go with something that we talked about somewhat previously, where the stock of Funko went down. We were worried about Funko, what's going on with them, so many crazy things. And we got news that we are now getting Brian Mariotti again. He's coming back as CEO. Of course, former, CEO from the past. I had to look up a little bit. So a little bit on the article, just kind of give like quick overview details. So Mariotti's going to take over effective immediately as CEO. Andrew Perlmutter, who was the previous CEO, is stepping down and now going to become the company's president, which we'll get into a little bit about what we think about that. So he's still staying within the company, but going down as of now for the president. And then Jennifer Fall Jung, who was the CFO at the time, is stepping away, aka probably got fired. I would think. Yeah. She's gone.
The fancy way of saying.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
they
how
let her
these
leave with dignity.
corporate folk talk. Exactly. And then there's also another change with what's the person's name? Steve Nave is going to be part of. So, like, there's a few people. The chairman of the board is changing. Charles Denson. So a lot of different changes in the upper management, essentially, right? So we're obviously getting a big change in the sense that Mariotti's coming back. My stupid question for you, Charlie, is what was he after he left the CEO? So, like, what was he actually doing?
He was the creative chief officer. So he essentially
created that like kind of position, right?
Yeah, he wanted to, it's funny.
Be a
I
part
was
of things
genuinely talking about him this weekend with my wife because we went to the Pez factory. I don't know if anyone, so I did a quick live over there.
Yeah.
Brian's a huge Pez guy. I mean, that was his main collection. I've always loved Brian. The Funko documentary, if you guys haven't seen it, I really recommend it. You learn a lot about him and the story. And it's just funny because there are pictures of him. We're in the Pez factory, he signed some stuff. And I'm like, this dude is just like, he is a man of the fans, just like Mike. That's why I think they're like the ultimate duo. I think he was just tired of like, you know what? I don't want to have to be, crunching the numbers, doing the business side of stuff. So that's why he basically made that position for him.
Yeah.
But Funko has been what the success they've become is under his leadership, not Andrew's. It's just funny. This is exactly to me what happened with Disney. Brian was, the god among men, just like Bob Iger was. They kind of wanted to move on, take a back seat. They gave their baby to someone else who didn't quite keep the legacy that they were going on. And they're like, dude, you got to come back. I mean, they basically, I'm sure the shareholders and the board were like, Brian, can you become CEO again? I think it's weird that Andrew is going to still be the president. I'm shocked by that. Like, I don't know if that's just a deal they worked out with. They're gonna let him be the president until he moves on. It's just strange because that's a straight up demotion, and that's a slap in the face to him. If I was him, I'd be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It's definitely like one of those things that's like, well, you clearly couldn't cut it doing this, and like now we're like just putting let's give you a title or whatever.
I mean,
but
that's a very important position, but it's still like weird.
Yeah,
it is interesting. And then obviously CFO getting the can completely, and then now they're just trying to fill that role, or they're gonna have somebody maybe step in or whatever it is until they figure out who's gonna be long term. But obviously a lot of this, it has to do with like we've talked about the last few episodes multiple times when it came to like, Funko, what have they been doing, problems that they've had, their stock dropping, money, shareholders, all that kind of stuff. After this, they said, I think I was reading, their shares went up about like 4%. So what's interesting about that is that we obviously saw a dip, and now they know that obviously the CEO change is probably a big deal. So they obviously know that as a company, things were, let's say, like booming back before, right? Because how long has it been? Do you know how long he's been gone, Charlie? Like that Andrew, like
he's maybe been the CEO for
officially been
like right before like the pandemic. It's kind of funny. I think he has a pretty similar trajectory as Bob Chapek at Disney.
That's so funny. They both like got hit with the worst thing the world's seen, and they just could not handle it.
No.
And now we need everyone else to come back involved. One thing I did want to ask you though, so on like the business side of things, I'm not like the most well versed. I might be kind of stupid when it comes to this kind of thing, but what the hell is the difference? As easy as you could say, with a CEO, a CFO, a COO, with all these types of.
So the CEO, he's
names.
The chief executive officer. They run the entire company. The CEO is the chief operations officer. So, they're making sure all the logistics, all the operations of everything in the company are, going smoothly. The CFO is the chief financial officer. So they're the ones in charge of the books, the finances, yada, yada. That's why that person's been canned, essentially. Brian
because of money.
So they clearly, made unrealistic projections that Funko didn't meet, which when that happens, like we said, even though the company's doing great, they didn't, meet the quota they promised the shareholders, hence the stock crashed.
Exactly.
And then some entertainment companies will have what Brian created for himself, the chief creative officer, which it seems like that position may just be going away. I didn't see that be talked about really at all in this press release.
No, the only other thing was that they mentioned that Steve Nave guy, whatever, was going to be like a consultant.
Yeah, he was used to be the CEO of Walmart.
Walmart. So obviously he has like a lot of big like high-end companies that he's been with. So seems like that should be a pretty good thing. And I know someone else that was like a new chairman and stuff. So they're obviously like trying to really like shake things up, I guess, but also kind of like Disney did, like bring back the OG guy that was getting things done.
Well, one funny thing too, I don't know if you know this and or remember, when Bob Iger retired, he purchased a tremendous amount of Funko stock. He's on the board. I just kind of find it all
so
funny.
Weird, right? How they're all connected in a way, right?
I mean,
they kind of have to be somewhat
dude,
connected.
you need to
Brian,
you got to come back. Like, And then it's just funny because then you got, Mike Becker over there who like he just does whatever the heck he wants. Brian kind of just
what the hell is his position? He's just like there, just
like, he's a hype man.
He's like doing the entertainment thing, right, or something.
Yeah, I
try to start that.
Could be wrong by this, but yeah, he may be like the chief fun maker. Like he totally just has like this made up like role. But like I don't even like honestly like we said this earlier. They are just like such a great duo, and like I give Brian like a lot of credit because most of the times when you buy a company, that person is gone. It's like the whole point of buying the company. Like it's actually been a big criticism for Disney with Star Wars. Like Bob Iger had said in his book, and I'm like a, Bob Iger like super fan, but I love George Lucas. When he bought Star Wars, he bought Lucasfilm. Like George sold it to him. So technically you can do whatever you want. Where like I do think it's been like amazing that Brian brought Mike back and now he's essentially the face of the company. I feel like Brian, I don't know if
Mike is definitely more of the face. I feel like when you think of Funko, you think more of Mike than Brian.
You totally do. And I actually think Brian, I don't know if jealous is the right word, but Brian was like, I want to be that person because I think he like looked at someone like Mike and like admired him and was like, dude, you built this like amazing company. Like I said, he loved collecting Pez bobbleheads. And he's like, this is what Funko did. I mean, Brian, a lot of people don't realize, like, I mean, he essentially is behind the pop. Like he made Funko what Funko is today, where some people don't realize that wasn't Mike, where Mike wasn't. That's where I think Brian is just a straight up G because he's creative and he knows the business aspect, where Mike clearly is just a creative. And that's why they're just a great duo.
Yeah, which makes sense. They do definitely work well together in, like you said, doing different. Like clearly Brian is like very business oriented, let's say, right? Like he probably knows way more of like that ins and outs of that. Whereas Mike is like
Mike
helping
knows nothing.
market. Mike's probably more of a marketing kind of guy. Like he's more doing that. And that's like perfect to have really good ones at each of those. Now hopefully they get a CFO that can do that part well, because clearly that was not.
It's just funny though too, like I'm the nerd who watches like business YouTube videos, but like do either of you even know what like Andrew P looks like? He's been in like what
I didn't even recognize his name, honestly, because I completely like always connected it to the other two.
That's like such a problem with the company, and I think why he's gone. Like I've only ever seen him on like Bloomberg or like CNN. Like he's never, dude, the guy's never come to any of the events. He doesn't show face. And like, there you go. We have a Funko podcast and two people on here right now don't even know what this guy looks like. That I think that's weird.
Yeah, it was definitely weird.
So
yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's an interesting thing. Hopefully it's a good thing. Us as collectors, like if we get back to just like the basics of us loving the company and collecting, like we're hoping it's a good thing. We're hoping that a lot of these issues that they've been dealing with do get kind of cleaned up, I guess you could say, and that the future of Funko is still, obviously super bright, and there's hopefully we get back to those good things with these like mix-ups and these changes. I think they know what they were doing with this, so it's gonna be interesting to see kind of where it goes. Yeah, from here on. But that'll be the news. So let's get into these boxes, because I know we wanted to open these up. I think Trae got one. Me and Charlie, I think, have two each. So
I got two.
We can rip into these. I still have them in the little brown boxes. I haven't even opened them out of this.
Oh wow, I didn't even get them in a brown box like that.
Oh, I got two boxes like this, and they were in one box.
Really?
And they say Black Friday. You didn't get them in this Black Friday?
Well, I actually went to the store.
Mine came in a big brown box with these just both thrown in.
It probably came from the
store.
Yeah.
Yeah, and mine were like from the warehouse or something.
Yeah, yours is probably from the warehouse, because usually what happens if they're just kind of thrown like that. Yeah. Exclusive. They'll ship it from the store, because when I worked at GameStop, that's what we did.
Yeah, that's like that time I remember I ordered a pop that was through it was through Best Buy, but it was through Best Buy, and it was like shipped same day. And I was like, oh shit, it was a Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders, and it
and
came crushed.
I'm like, ship same day. That's great. And it literally came from the store, hands down. That's what it was. And it was in like a bag. And I was like, they just must have been like, oh, there's still one here on the shelf. And they sent it out. I was like, why wouldn't it come from a damn warehouse or something?
Yeah, some people would just throw the pops inside the box. I was like, oh no, you can't do that. So I would always protect them. So if they ever came from Corpus Christi, Texas, you're welcome.
That's awesome. So yeah, these are Mandalorian boxes. They were Black Friday boxes on GameStop, like we've been saying. The cool thing about this is they were kind of random exclusives where you'll get like a pin and a decal or sticker, a couple things, but then there's 2 pops in each.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, there's 4 total options of pops, but like we said last time in the news, they were supposed to be random, right? You can get any of 2 of the 4.
Correct.
Which obviously means we could also get duplicates, like who knows? And if we do, I'm sure we're good enough friends that maybe we'll do some trades.
Yes.
Because I want all 4.
Yeah, I know. I definitely want the Mando and the Mud one, like for sure. Like
that's the one I really
top wanted one. Let me get the. Did you guys have plastic on yours too?
I have plastic.
Yeah, I took mine.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't want to be too exclusive over here, but I got plastic.
No, I took mine off already.
Yeah,
so it comes with a pin, a decal, and an iron-on patch.
It was a pretty good, like I feel like box.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely. I like the box itself too.
They had a lot of them at the GameStop I went to. They had at least 20 boxes sitting there.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I haven't gone to my local GameStop actually. I wonder if they still do. I feel like with the Black Friday boxes, they make a lot of them left behind, right? Yeah, you always could still see them.
I guess it just depends. Like I know the
gamer
Venomized
ones, I feel like don't sell.
The Venomized ones, those sold quick.
I feel like people were talking about this though, and wanted it. I mean, I even remember, not to go now back to the business side of Funko, but last year their number one, like one of their top selling franchise was the Mandalorian Funkos.
Oh, everything, man. Yeah. Mandalorian.
So like, I'm wondering if they just made a lot of these, because I thought people were pretty excited and wanted them. Not that they're just going to sit on the shelves at GameStop, but
yeah.
All right, so let's see. So Trae, you said what was in it, besides the pops?
It's 2 pops, a pin, a decal, and an iron-on patch.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And they're all the same though. Those were the same, right?
No,
it's just the pops. Oh,
no,
there's different ones.
They're different too. Yep.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
Wow. So this is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right,
so let's go. Let's see. Trae. Well, actually, since we have like an extra box, I guess one of us can go because so that you're not like by yourself at the end.
Just watching.
Charlie, you can start it off. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna open it. Oh, okay. It's all wrapped up, so you can't even just see it.
Oh,
look at that packaging. How
there
nice.
Go.
I guess it won't be.
This box is legit too. It's nice and shiny, and like it's a good quality.
So I'm gonna start off with. Got this sticker. So this is pretty
nice.
Cool. That's the sticker I wanted out of it too.
Decal, I guess. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got the Grogu pin.
Okay.
Cool.
Got the Mudhorde patch.
Oh, that's the patch. Nice.
And
that's
my 2
cool.
Funko Pops. Drum roll. Were the 2 most anticipated ones I wanted.
Oh, look at that.
So I got
you got the
Paz Vizsla and I got the Mandalorian Mudhorde battle. Let's try to get. It's funny.
That's what it says. Mudhorde battle. Is that
Mudhorde battle? Try to get these out. See if they're. It's new and old Funko Pop unboxings. They open these, and his Mudhorde battle one was fucked up.
No, I think I missed that.
And that was the one he wanted the most.
Real bad.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So let me pull out my stuff. All right. Let's see.
He's gonna be
all right. Oh, well, so I got the same.
Okay.
Same there. Got the. So it looks like we have the same box so far.
So far.
There. And what was the other thing? Because I don't have it. Oh, that is. Oh no, this is different.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so it is really getting down to anything could be different. So let's see what the pops are. So we got in my box.
Oh,
let's go. So I got the Course of Manhor battle as well, and then Death Watch Mandalorian No Stripes.
So there we go. Completely.
And the boxes are good.
Yeah, so are mine.
The boxes are good condition so far, so that's nice.
My sticker's coming off.
Oh, I'm so happy that I got that. That one's so fire.
The sticker's coming off a little, but I can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one's really cool. I do like that one a lot.
This one is cool.
It's thick. All right. So yeah, my boxes are good.
All right, let me see. Here we go.
Yeah, so how did his come crushed? This box is like pretty.
I don't know.
It had to be crushed before it went in. It had to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this Death Watch one is fire, bro. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at my pin.
There you go.
Oh, that's a cool pin.
That one's pretty cool.
What's the other patch? You know, Trae, you can get.
Yeah, I have this one.
I got that.
No.
Wait, we all got this one? Oh, it's the Razor Crest. His ship.
Oh,
that's cool.
All right, so I got the pin. There's something. Oh, the decal. Here's
the sticker. Yeah, the decal.
Here it is.
Oh, okay, so you got the same one.
All right, and
so was there 2 of each? So the pin so far, we all got the same pin, right?
Yeah.
No, I got a different one.
Oh,
what was your pin?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what you got.
All right, here we go.
Got it.
Oh, I got
Stormtrooper is cool. Yeah, Stormtrooper was probably like one of my.
So we collectively have gotten every single one
so far, which is pretty cool. Because
oh man, this Stormtrooper is pretty cool.
The Stormtrooper one is awesome.
What's the other one that you have? The same one Charlie has, or the one I have?
The Death Watch.
Okay.
Oh, which is
so I have this character. This is actually Jon Favreau plays him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
Paz. Okay.
Yeah.
He does. Well, he never takes the mask off. You actually don't really know. Right?
No,
that's cool. I didn't realize that. Which I mean, obviously he did the show.
Which also people don't know. Jon Favreau also he made Elf, so he's just an awesome.
Oh yeah,
G.
that's
and he's Jewish, and he still made one of the best Christmas movies ever.
Dude, I think it's so hilarious. His like just him in general. Like, obviously he's a funny guy, but I mean, like his
trajectory is weird.
What's the word? Yeah, like what he's done, like the fact that he did Elf, the fact that he did Iron Man. Like you see those two things, you're like, what the hell? And then he did The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like Swingers. And then he's hilarious. And he's hilarious in all these other movies that he's like in, like as a side part or whatever. Yeah. Like it's freaking Couples Retreat. He's freaking amazing.
Yeah. Dude, he's funny in 4 Christmases with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, he's so good.
Dude,
he's good.
We watch that movie every year, and that is so
he's
funny.
In so many funny movies. It's hilarious. Recently, there was a movie that he was in, that we were watching. I think he's in the Breakup too, because I think my wife was watching that, and he was in that damn movie. And I think it was him. He's like really skinny in there though.
Yeah, he used to be super skinny.
Yeah, like in freaking in the one you were just talking about. Is it Swingers? Yeah, he's like tiny in there.
Yeah, then he just didn't give a shit, and he likes to make food and.
Yep, that's it. It's like Jonah Hill.
And then Chef was a good.
Oh yeah,
Chef's amazing.
Great. Yeah,
and then he has this like a show on Netflix that was inspired from that movie where he actually cooks food. That's a great show.
Super cool.
All right, am I going with my second one?
Yeah, here we go. We got.
All
right, so we got one more box each for us two. Let's see what we got. You're gonna have to pick up another box, Trae.
I know.
They're pretty good boxes. Honestly, this is a good.
This is a good box.
What was the price point?
I just picked up this.
I can't remember. Oh, glow. That was sick.
All right.
What was the price point of this again?
The Razor Crest. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
First one to get it. That's a cool patch.
All right. I'm not looking this time.
There it is. Man, you're getting a perfect.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, 1-1, bro. 1-1.
Can't find the other thing.
I know I couldn't find it either because it's stuck to the.
I'm just gonna go with the pops. 1, 2, 3. Almost. I got another Paz
Vizsla. I was just gonna say, bro, did you get perfect? Wait, did you not get another sticker?
No, I didn't get a sticker.
Maybe it's stuck on the wrapping.
Or maybe it's like on
plastic
the side, and it slipped on the side of the pot, maybe.
Yeah.
And inside the box.
Yep, it's stuck. It's stuck on the bubble wrap.
Oh, the bubble wrap. Oh,
who did I get? Grogu. I got almost everything you. Oh wait, There's multiple then of these.
Oh yeah, because we have 3 different kinds of stickers so far. This one, that one. Oh, but you have 2 different ones, right?
Yeah, I have 2 different ones. I have the
far only
Mandalorian.
two patches and 2 pins, though.
I don't think I've seen anyone who's made a video pull this. I think this one,
so it's like super rare.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what I got on my last one. I'm trying to pull a sticker first. Oh, you had this one already.
Yeah, the Mando.
Yeah. So that's cool. So I got a different one. We got, bam,
nice,
pretty good. Then what's the last? Oh, the pin. Oh,
interesting.
Completely different. Wait, what is this?
I can't even tell.
It glows.
Is that like
it's like a
it's like
a room or something almost?
No, I think it's like the beacon where they get like their bounty. Like it would come out of that the holograph. That's a weird.
So I wonder how many. I wonder if there's 4 of each. I mean, that would kind of make sense. But
it would make sense, but no, I hadn't seen like anyone tap pictures of that.
I didn't think.
Oh, can you get a perfect?
All right, well, let's see. Dude, that would be ridiculous. Wait, so I would need the Stormtrooper, and then who's the guy? Paz, the one?
Yeah.
There we go.
I
got hey Trae, I got double Mudhorn stuff.
Nice. Let me know, man. Let me know.
But I did get that storm. That's pretty sweet that I got the Stormtrooper though.
Yeah, the Stormtrooper looks really good. I really like that.
Yeah, the color's really cool on it. Like I like that, like faded. Like
I like that one more than
that one's actually really sick. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Compared Did you get to the SDC?
What's the one you're missing, Charlie?
I'm missing the Death Watch.
Oh, the Death Watch. Damn, so we like almost got pretty perfect. But if you look at it, I don't think any of us have the same combo in our box though, right?
We don't. No.
That's 5 boxes and they were literally all completely different. Like even if we got like a duplicate, it was still with a different pop as the second one.
So what do you need?
Actually pretty sweet. I need the Paz one, whatever, the one that you have a double of.
Double of.
And then I have double of these, which Trae doesn't have. I know that.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
It's a pretty sweet box.
And honestly, all of mine came. I'm sorry, Jeremy. All of mine came pretty perfect.
Yeah.
like the boxes. Like they really.
Yeah, both of mine were mint.
Oh, this is sick. Honestly, these are really good boxes.
I know. I'm happy we all
very happy. Yeah. And then I got no duplicates on any of these.
Me either. Which
pretty all different.
Yeah.
2 different patches, which is sweet. 2 pins, and even a pin that we've never really even seen. And then 2 stickers. That's sick. Yeah, the patches are fire. All right. So if you're listening, obviously maybe this wasn't the most exciting. Hopefully we described what we were doing enough for you guys. Definitely check out the YouTube because it's a little better. Because you can see everything we got. But yeah, this GameStop box for sure was better than that Funko mystery box crap for Black Friday.
Goodness.
These are all brand new. They're all exclusives. Again, just kind of a recap. I pulled the Mandalorian Mudhorn Battle, 2 of those. The Remnant Stormtrooper, which this in person looks so awesome.
Yeah.
And then I got the Death Watch Mandalorian. Bunch of different, 2 patches, 2 pins, stickers. And then I know Trae, I think you got
I got the Death Watch Mandalorian and then the Stormtrooper.
Yeah. Nice. And then Charlie, you are the only one to get the Paz one, right? You got 2 of those.
Yeah, I got 2 Pazes. I got a Remnant Stormtrooper, obviously, the Mandalorian
then the
Mudhorn, so I need the Death Watch.
That's sick.
There's like no specific code that says like, hey, this is this bundle or anything like that, right?
Yeah, so I'm looking. I was looking at that on these boxes, like how it did with the They did that 1 year with whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But the SKU numbers, everything is literally exactly the same, and both boxes were different.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't. So I think it really is random.
A mystery box.
Like this SKU number is probably just it being the mystery box, like the pricing basically. But yeah, it's not like attached to a different one, which is pretty cool. Because I was interested if that was going to be a reason to tell. I guess not.
Yeah.
No,
Nice.
a true mystery box. Which, yeah, once again, I mean, this is
This
what
is a
I
good
feel like a
box.
mystery box should be.
Yeah, these are good
Yes.
boxes. Good boxes, good content in it. Obviously, the pops were sick, but even like the rest of the stuff that came in it.
And you know, they weren't a
yeah.
bit. I think they were $29.99. I mean, it's
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it
essentially
was 30, but
they're
that's worth it.
basically giving you all that other stuff, quote unquote, for free because
Yeah.
these pops
Yeah.
from GameStop, if they were GameStop exclusives, would be $15.
Yeah,
That's true. And
Yeah,
I used my
pretty cool.
$5 coupon. How about that?
There you go.
That's awesome. But yeah, that was it. We wanted to just open up something for you guys. Thought it would be pretty cool. We all, got a few of these boxes. So if you guys did, let us know, what did you pull? Me and Charlie almost pulled perfect pulls on these two. Like it would have been crazy if we even did that. But at least there is an opportunity and a chance because they really are random. Like it's really cool that you're not just getting 2 and 2 and then getting a lot of duplicates. Like it's pretty just, and even this stuff. Like if you guys pulled more different pins or anything, let us know.
Yeah, let
because
us know.
based off of what we got, most of the patches at least we show, but the pins it seems like there might be more and maybe even some more stickers. But who knows? But that'll be it for the episode. Thank you, Trae, for being on again with us. Really appreciate you coming on as always. It was a fun episode. We had to do some stuff. We had some crazy technical difficulties in the middle of this. Hopefully you guys can't tell based off how we do this, but it was definitely fun. It was a good one. We'll definitely have you on again as always. And yeah, you can close us out, let everybody know where to follow us, all that kind of stuff, all the good things. Thank you guys so much though for following as always. So
yeah, so first I want to congratulate Trae on getting over 750 subscribers on his channel. So if you guys aren't already, what are you doing? Go check out South Texas Collectibles. You can find him on YouTube, you can find him on Instagram, you can find him on TikTok. He's always throwing out some awesome content. So yes, congratulations on that. That's a great achievement.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely do.
Yes. No, yeah, of course. And we're huge supporters of you, and thank you for being big supporters of us and being a member of the Collector Council. But yeah, then so obviously you can find us on Instagram at Collector Chatter, and then you can see both me and Mig's handles. They're under our names. So there are our personal collector handles. So we have pop_Migs and collector_Charlie. And then obviously, if you're listening on the podcast platforms, you know where to find us there. But if you're not, we're on all the major platforms, but definitely check us out on Spotify, where you can, follow us on there. And then we also, every episode, we'll have a few questions and polls for people to answer. And if you're not already listening to us on YouTube, come over there, especially for this episode, because this ad part was extremely visual. As Mick said, it may not be the best listening to us open up boxes on the podcast version. So definitely come on over to the YouTube channel. And when you get there, make sure you like that video, leave us a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, obviously subscribe and then hit that notification bell so you know when all these videos are coming out, because we're definitely going to have some NFT videos coming out. I know I'm definitely going to try to get one of those drop monsters today. And obviously we're all going after Elf, and Trae also, when he gets the NFTs, he puts those videos on his channel. So, Trae, I don't know if you want to say anything to lead us off, but once again, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I definitely appreciate it. I love coming on, chatting with you guys. Even, I know we message each other every day or every other day on Instagram, but definitely to actually, see y'all and have conversations like this is definitely fun. I appreciate y'all having me.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, it is crazy. We do chat with Trae every day, and like we've all met through the Funko community. So that is such an amazing thing about this. So once again, thank you everyone for listening. Hope you're in the holiday spirit. That's why I got that tree behind me. Another great visual. If you're listening on the podcast, come to the YouTube channel. But until the next podcast, later everyone.
See ya.
Bye guys.